Hey guys, Amanda here, and today I'm going to show you how to make some Polaroid themed magnets and coasters for your home. And the best part is that they're totally customizable. It's super easy and inexpensive. Want to share the fun? You can use these as gifts for your friends, family members, and hey, Mother's Day is just around the corner. So let's get started. So for this first DIY, you're going to need some magnetic adhesive sheets. These I found at my local craft store. Some pictures printed out on some white cardstock. These pictures should be anywhere between a little over 1.5 inches wide and a little less than 2 inches long. Some scissors are also going to be required, as well as some sealant spray. So start looking through your Instagram or your photos and pick out some pictures that you'd like to feature as magnets. It can be you and your friends, you and your family, flowers, objects, scenery, whatever you want. And once you've found a picture that you like, let's edit it on this awesome website that I absolutely love called Ribbit.com. If you don't have Photoshop like me, this is a perfect alternative. They have this awesome option in the frame section to make your picture look like a Polaroid, just like here. So do yourself a favor and straighten it out. And make sure that you give the shadow a color. That way when it prints out on white paper, you'll be able to see the outline of the Polaroid. If you do have Photoshop, you can completely skip this step and just magic wand the crap out of your picture and plug it into a Polaroid frame. This website also has the option to put text and pictures on whatever image you're editing. So here, as you can see, you have a bunch of different fonts to choose from, and you can write whatever you'd like on your Polaroid picture. The downside of this website is that you can't adjust the length or the width of the image by inches, only by pixels. So I found that by using Word and utilizing the rulers that are located at the top and the side of the document page, you can easily adjust the image to your desired size. And then once you've done that, you can print it out on the white cardstock. Once that's printed out, cut it with your scissors into the Polaroid shape. Take out your magnetic sheets, place your picture on top of it, and cut it down to size. Peel off the protective layer on the adhesive side and carefully place your image on top of the adhesive magnet side. Push down so that it's firmly secure, and if you have any exposed edges, just take your scissor and cut it off. And there you go. Continue that same process with the rest of your images until they all have magnetic backing. Then in a nicely ventilated area, take your sealant spray and spray your images. A nice full coat. Wait about 5 minutes or so, and then apply a second layer. And there you go. It's really that easy. And it makes the fridge look super cute. It's a great way to bring your memories to life and share with your friends and family and visitors, and they also make really cute gifts. So for this DIY, you're going to need some 4x4 white tiles, some cork paper, a hot glue gun, Mod Podge and a foam brush, scissors, a ruler, sealant spray, and this part is optional, but some sandpaper. So again, you're going to need some images. So once you've chosen those, you're going to print them out to a size that's about a little more than 3.5 inches wide and a little less than 3.5 inches long. clearly I'm not very good with measurements. So once you have those images printed out, you're going to cut them out completely and take a little napkin or paper towel and clean off the tile. So when placing your image on the tile, you want it to be about from a half a centimeter to a centimeter away from the side and about 2 centimeters away from the bottom. But really you can just eyeball it. So once you figured out where you want it to be placed, take your Mod Podge and cover the entire backside of the image with it. Then, either by using your measurements or with just your naked eye, place the image on the tile and gently push down. So now, you do have the option of writing on these tiles. I'd recommend doing it before you actually put the image on. You can just use a Sharpie and bake it in the oven and then adhere the picture, but I kind of just like it the way it is. So after you've glued the image down, put it upside down so that it adds some pressure to the image, and let's move on to the backing. So take your cork paper. I found this over by the cardstock aisle for about $1, so it's very, very inexpensive. But you can also use felt pads. You're going to cut the cork paper into 4x4 squares. Now taking your hot glue gun, glue the back of the cork paper and adhere it to the back of the tile. Press down firmly and there you go. Now your tables or any kind of surface that you use these on will be protected. So as I mentioned, sandpaper is optional. You can use it to sand down the edges of the image. I'd recommend doing this very lightly because I did notice that it does some damage to the image, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could add to a very rustic look if you're into that kind of stuff, but again, this is just optional. So now take your Mod Podge and completely cover the entire front of the coaster. I did about 2 layers, and you want to wait about 3 minutes in between. Once that's done, again go into a ventilated area and take your sealant spray and spray the coasters. You don't have to do this, but I did notice that the tiles looked and felt a lot better after I did this, so I'd recommend it. I did 2 layers as well and waited about 5 minutes in between. And once they're dry, they're ready to use. I think that they look so cute and that they would dress up any kind of table or surface that you'd use coasters for. Now, I'm not saying that, I'm coaster police or anything like that, but I know that when I have my own place and I have nice furniture, I'm going to want to take care of it. And I don't want to just go to a store and buy some cheap coasters. I'd rather make them myself and make them my own. And I also poured some water on some of them and they were perfectly clean, so no worries, they definitely work. And they can also make a perfect gift for Mother's Day since it's around the corner. Just tie a little bow around it and you're good to go. Super cute, super inexpensive, and super easy. Best part is, you can personalize it to however you want. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure if you like this DIY, you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'd love for you to follow and share with me. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Amanda Isernia, and you can share using the hashtag AmandaDoesDIY. See you guys later.